What's going on, y'all? It's the Kid J Nolan here. Hey man, before we get into anything in this video, make sure that you like and share it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get all updates. Hit the post notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Oh man, I hate that I didn't get to speak on this incident sooner, man. There's been so much going on in my life lately. So much that I would love to update you guys on, but I just can't at this current moment. But just be on the lookout. But I do want to talk about this whole Carlisha hood situation. Now, the first thing I want to speak on is Nicki Minaj recently just came out and voiced her support for Miss Carlisha Hood and her son. She actually put something in her story stating that 14-year-old boy that backed that hammer out when that grown-ass man was punching his mother in the face as if she were a man is a true hero. If he wants to go to college, I'd love to help. It's what any son should have done for their mother. She raised a dope kid and should be so proud. Also, God knew before she knew that she'd be attacked that day and made sure they had protection on deck. God is good. So Nicki Minaj is actually saying that she wants to financially support the young man in helping him to go to college, to better his life, to make sure that there's no barriers that stand in his way. Now, for those that don't know who Miss Carlisha Hood is, let's get into the original story. All right, there's a viral video that's been going around on social media, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, etc., where there's a lady that's inside of looks like a restaurant or some food place. She's arguing back and forth with a man, a grown-ass man, and he starts balling up his fist and he ends up cocking back as hard as he could and hitting her with a haymaker. He actually hit her a couple of times in the midst of their dispute. In the midst of all of this happening, all of this commotion, her 14-year-old son decided to come in, and he came with a gun and decided to start firing off on the assailant, so much so that he just kept blasting. The assailant, Jeremy Brown, is no longer here with us. He is now deceased. And of course, Miss Carlisha and her son were initially taken in to police custody and arrested. A lot of people weren't understanding how they were arrested because this was clearly self-defense. It was caught on camera. People felt like they shouldn't have served any time in jail. They shouldn't have had to sit in no holding cell, nothing. Charges shouldn't have been put on them, all of this stuff, right? Because they were actually taken in on charges of first-degree murder. They were arrested on June 18th. They've since been released. And now Miss Carlisha has actually decided to file her own lawsuit against the city of Chicago and Cook County and the arresting officers, citing for false arrest, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and more. Miss Hood says, I've experienced pain in many ways that I would never have thought. What happened to me was totally unnecessary. Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and being arrested. Now, Miss Hood's attorney, Ari Williams, told reporters that Miss Hood is and has always been a victim. I'm guessing that's just referring to the situation, the attack, not in terms of her entire life. Her lawyer condemned the initial charges as an obvious rush to judgment. However, they have not disclosed how much money they are actually seeking in retribution within this lawsuit. Perhaps it'll be released at a later time. Perhaps we'll actually find out once they actually win, because she is going to win that. He says you don't have to be a lawyer to recognize that when a woman is being violently attacked by a man, that she shouldn't be arrested. And unfortunately, Miss Carlisha was held on a $3 million bond in this incident. Very high profile situation. And I want to use this entire debacle as an example of why, as men, y'all need to learn how to keep y'all motherfucking hands to yourself. I've seen some people online that have been trying to be Jeremy Brown apologists. There's people out there that were trying to say, oh, he had children, he had a family that loved him, he did not deserve to die. I can't believe all of y'all are advocating for this. And the simple solution to that is keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, right? If you're in a fast food restaurant in a public place, why would you do some shit like that? As a man, as a grown man, he was grown enough to be 27 years old. He was grown enough to get into an altercation. Why couldn't he remove himself? Why couldn't he stop going back and forth with her? Why couldn't he ignore this strange woman who he had no connection to? So there's no reason to give her any of your emotional baggage. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to go toe to toe with her. Let her be loud. Let her have whatever her issue is. She didn't hit him initially. She didn't forcefully attack him. He was the aggressor in this situation. Since a kid, we learned, don't hit nobody because they might hit your ass back, right? Didn't we learn about Newton's laws of motion? Every action has a reaction. And he happened to have the reaction that took his life. That's what he received. I feel for his family. I hate that it happened to him. But that is what you get when you play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. I don't think there should be anyone that actually saw that video that I will not be playing on my channel that would want to stand up for this man. Yet there's so many young men on social media that feel like he was entitled to do what he did. Feel like he shouldn't have been shot. Feel like he shouldn't have been retaliated against. And that just speaks to the core of a lot of you guys' hearts. How much you really hate women and how much you internally hate your motherfucking self. Now, as a positive person, I don't find joy in anyone losing their life. I don't find joy in anyone getting shot. But there's some people out here in this world that deserve the worst. We just got to keep it honest. Like Dr. Umar said, some of these guys out here, y'all don't want to hear this, parents, but some of y'all children out here need to be put to sleep for good. I totally and wholeheartedly agree with him. In this black community, so-called black community that we live in, I can tell you, I'm in my 30s. Ever since I was probably 4 or 5 years old, we've known that we come from violent communities in the inner city. We've known that we got to keep our head up when we walk. You know what I'm saying? You have to present yourself in a certain way, but you also know if you don't want a problem, somebody can pursue you with an issue. You can't really talk back to them unless you're ready to pursue a physical altercation. It's not the type of conditions we're supposed to be living in. We grow up, gangs get introduced to our eyesight at a young age. I know they did in my case. People can say what they want about gangs. People can advocate for them, say that they're protection agencies in the hood. All that shit been gone since the early 70s, 80s. I ain't saying you done for being a part of a gang. I'm not disrespecting nobody gang. I'm just saying the shit that be going down in people's neighborhoods, it's an unsafe environment. It's not conducive to raise children in. That shit been hurting us for years just as much as the white man. We live in an environment now where if you happen to have a one-on-one fight with somebody, y'all have a dispute that y'all decide to settle with your fists, you got to worry about if 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas want to jump in and get their lick in. If you fall, you're going to have 6 people kicking you in your head, damn near die, because niggas is too scared to take an ass whooping on their own. We now in an environment where men feel perfectly safe to cock back and hit a woman multiple times in front of groups of people in a fast food restaurant, and nobody in that motherfucker did nothing. They pulled their cameras out to record it, you sorry motherfuckers. It's good that it got out there because it provided proof that she didn't actually attack him, that she wasn't in the wrong. But I'm tired of seeing all these videos with women being mistreated, being abused, being hurt, and there's nobody stepping in to intervene. Everybody's watching, people laughing, people having a great time being spectators, but then dudes got nerve to call themselves men, call themselves protectors. You don't gotta be the hardest nigga in the world. You don't gotta be the toughest dude. But I'm quite sure if somebody would have stepped in and grabbed homeboy, his temper would have definitely simmered down before he hit her. Even if he would have tried to hit a man, he might have calmed down. He would have got a 2-piece of his own. But y'all so comfortable with this shit, man. And the reason why niggas is so scared is because stepping in today, come in, a nigga want to spin your block, find out where you live, find out where your family live, and shoot your crib up just because you stepped in to save somebody and help them. This is where we at with it. And we live in a culture where we bump music that perpetuates the same ass lifestyle. Everybody's so gangster till it's time to actually do something honorable. I ain't with that shit, man. So again, let this be a lesson. If you're going to fight, fight for something honorable. If you're going to fight, stand up for something that can actually benefit somebody, benefit your family. Man, we can't be so comfortable going at women. Don't be arguing with women in public, women you don't know. Only time you should ever really have a dispute with a woman is if it's the woman in your home that you date, that you're married to, and you shouldn't be screaming at her crazy. Emotional development, emotional intelligence, that is what we should be striving for. The ways of the superior man. So I want to say, I stand with Miss Carlisha Hood. I stand with her son. In this moment, I stand with Nicki Minaj in her support of their family. I think this is highly commendable. And I would love to see more people in the entertainment, more people in the rap industry that step up and do the same. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell. Gotta get all that promo stuff out the way. You can do what you want, do what you please. I'll see y'all on the next one. Much love and respect. Peace. Beautiful people, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the content. Make sure that you're liking and sharing these videos. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the post notification bell so you get all updates. For all of my artists, my artist managers, songwriters, producers, etc. If you need a little bit of extra help with your career, man, make sure that you visit pengameelite.com, okay? That's my website and my community for all upcoming rising music creators. I got 2 books on there, the Pen Game Portfolio Volume 1 and 2. They're going to give you a lot of insights into the music industry, how to monetize your career, how I make my money off of music, because I am a full-time artist outside of doing YouTube videos. If you need some direct help, you can also book a consultation with me on the Pen Game Elite website. And I also have a Pen Game Elite membership. The free tier gives you access to all of these videos that I post on YouTube and a community of people where you can engage. But I do have the membership plus, okay? You can join that for $50 a month or $500 a year, and I will actually go in and do all of the grunt work for you. If you're not registering your songs on your PROs, if you're not with Song Trust or the MLC, if all your collection agencies and all of that stuff are not up to par or up to date, I will go in there and update all of that for you. If you need help uploading your music to a distributor like DistroKid, United Masters, etc., and you've been making mistakes, you've been claiming content ID on material that you really don't own, hey man, stop stealing people's money. If you do this stuff the right way, you're gonna make it anyway, okay? You can join the membership plus, and again, I will do the work for you, and you're gonna get a free consultation every month just for joining. You're also gonna get the 2 books for free soon as you join the membership plus. All right, much love and respect. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.